Hey, Avo.
Hey, Red. Oh my God. Gielinor Games 4. I can't believe it's out. I'm so stoked.
Me too. Me too. It is. So guys, we just finished watching episode one. Yeah, it's brilliant stuff. Wouldn't you say?
Yes, absolutely fantastic. It's some of the top content creators in Runescape, and there's 18 of them. They all come together, and it's put on by Super S. The link is in the description if you actually want to watch it. But yeah, we did this last season, and we're excited for season 4. What do you like about Gilmore Games, Michael?
Yeah. For those of you, if you like Survivor, this is pretty much Survivor of RuneScape, and it is incredible. Another thing I love about it is drama. Who doesn't like drama? There is incredible drama. You end up falling in love with certain characters, and we're biased towards some, definitely. What? Yeah, yeah, and
Yes.
those are just some of the things, and the challenges are brilliant. But yeah. So Avo, what are some of your favorite characters?
Oh, I would probably I mean, of course we love Solo Mission. We're so glad he's back. Hopefully he can scheme his way to the top.
Yeah, who is Solo
Uh,
Mission?
uh
What's his? Yeah, because I feel like he's a
oh,
huge character.
yeah. So he has like a YouTube channel, and I think he does a lot of like solo mission challenges on RuneScape. So I think he does like a lot of like PV like against the characters, and he makes a lot of like good like leagues content. If you've watched OSRS leagues, um, yeah, yeah, and he makes really good edits of his videos. Would you say that's accurate, Michael?
Yeah, he's yeah, great editor, super funny.
Yeah,
And yeah,
yeah,
he
super funny.
adds the snake part. They always mention it. But basically he's just brilliant in the mind, and you never know if he's going to, just cut off someone when they aren't aware. The snake will just slither and then find his prey and devour it. It's so good.
Wow, but he is a human.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
love you,
just playing
Solo
the
Mission.
character.
If you're watching, you're just so good.
Yeah. And we like some other. We like Sea Engineer. He's always a classic. He's funny. Settled is always strong.
Hmm.
We are missing Ditter Bitter.
Yeah, very sad on
He's
that.
yeah, he's a little toxic, but he you have some good lines, add some good drama. But maybe he'll come back. Middle of the season. Who knows?
Totally. Yeah, he
Um,
might. He might. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Gilner Games this season there's 18 players, and so they have a one game per episode, and the game this time was find an item. So you have to find an item on the ground, and if you bring back an item that someone else has brought back, you're eliminated. And you basically keep going until there's no more items to find, or there's only 3 people left. And it was
Mhm.
epic. Any notable moments that you?
Yeah. No, it's really interesting. You could tell that some of the more veteran players, just like kind of had like a good strategy. The game knowledge was off the charts, especially compared to maybe PvPers too. So the PvPers, I think, weren't as solid. But yeah, no, I think when they grabbed all the different balls, I think that was pretty OP. Settled had a really good strat where he went to the Craftsman Guild and picked up a bunch of amulets, amulet molds and molds of some sort. So that was pretty cool. Um, yeah, it's interesting because I think this season is less team focused and more solo focused. So it's nice because it's like if you're in the top 3 and you're like really killing it in the challenges, you're safe, which is like a really cool. It's like a different game challenge, different vibe than last season. So
Totally. Yeah, it is totally a different vibe, and I like it better this way. I think it'll add a lot.
mhm.
I mean, last season, fantastic stuff, but yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just a nice twist. Um,
yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, different type of balancing. Did you
yeah,
have any moments that you liked in the episode
yeah,
during the challenge?
yeah. I mean, Sea Engineer just is hilarious, and he made this comment towards Bodhi. Um, I yeah, it was just he's just funny. We're gonna. The comment has explicits in it, so I'm not gonna say it, but it's hilarious, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of him on the camera.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is PG reviewing
yeah,
that
yeah,
we're
PG
doing.
reviewed. But anyway, so 3 people ended up coming on top, but there was 4 in like round 9 of this, and the 4 people
Mhm.
left were Titans. Like they were some of the greatest players of the game, at least in my opinion. Funnest,
Mhm.
just people to watch and stuff. So they were Solo Mission, our favorite. He's one of our favorites, definitely. I love Solo Mission. And then there was Settled, Bodhi, and Travestis. So those four are some of the biggest names in RuneScape, just from content creation and stuff. And they're also just great in many areas. So yeah, it was very cool to see them on top, and then Solo ended up being the fourth, so he didn't get to join the tribunal. So the tribunal is this thing where top three get to vote together to put someone in the banning, which eliminates them, which has an opportunity to eliminate them. And the goal of this thing is to be the last person standing out of after 10 episodes. There's only going to be one person left, and they win the whole Gielinor Games. And this is season 4. So 3 people got to put someone in the banning, and they chose V the Victim because he won last season. So it's a good choice, and you also don't, there's, politics. You're playing politics. Don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So, so it's an easy choice. Yeah.
Yeah, and it'd be a bad look if he won 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I forgot who won it last season, but it was like whoever. I think it was Verve who won it.
Yeah.
And then he got the previous season before that, so season 2, he won it and then got eliminated the first round of season 3. So they're trying to do that again, but it didn't happen this time.
Yeah.
And it was interesting how they because so after Be the Victim got put into the banning, the tribunal picked him to go in, and he faced against one other person. And then how did they change that up from last season?
Yeah, so last season, everyone who was left, so the other 15 people got to choose amongst themselves who would go into the banning with Be the Victim. But this time, the person who was sent in the banning by the 3 people who won gets to choose themselves who they fight against. So it's a lot of power. It's interesting.
Yeah.
So
I really like that, because then it's oh, do you want to go someone who you can take out, or that might be a hard match, or do you want to go for someone easy? And so it seems Be the Victim, kind of sad because he went for a newcomer.
Yeah,
it's sad. It was Z Cookies.
Yeah.
It's a little sad for them, but also it's
sad.
If you're trying to win, I think it was a good call. Just
Definitely.
Because
apparently
she said she hadn't been didn't have a main account, which is oh man, it's okay, easy prey.
Right.
Potential.
She had less experience, but she did fantastic in the challenge. But
yeah.
And it is sad.
Yeah,
I do appreciate the diversity of female and men. At least at the beginning, it's a 10% diversity, which isn't the best, but it is a video game. But now it's a 5% diversity. So now there's only one lady left, which is it changes things, but it's still going to be fantastic, the show.
Yeah. And it was sad getting a newcomer out, because I think Bodhi put it really well. He's oh, I don't want to put in someone who's new to the banning, so then they could play another round.
Right.
It's always sad if you're the first one out. But
first time in the games, eliminated immediately. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely sad. Yeah.
Yeah, but I respect the Be the Victim. You got to do what you got to do to win, and he is not eliminated. But apparently, the Farmer clan, which is 4 people. I don't know who's actually in it, but they're out to get him now, because there's this Farmer Alliance with 5 people and now 4 people. So so that might be some spicy.
Yeah, Mr. Mammal, and then this girl that just got out, Z Cookies, and then 3 other people. They were all doing a Iron Man challenge game mode together, and so they're a team.
Yeah.
But one of them got eliminated right now, and so one got eliminated, and Be the Victim got this special reward for winning the banning, which is called the Amulet of Choice, and you get 3 choices. So he could either choose a partial immunity in the future, or he could choose to sabotage someone for the next game, or he could just choose to put, I think, 200 mil into the prize pool extra, or I don't think he gets it. So it's it's a choice that doesn't affect anyone. So it's oh, I'm such a nice guy, But what did he choose?
He chose the sabotage method, and who did he sabotage?
He
Wait, I
didn't.
don't
It
even
didn't say. So I
remember.
guess we're gonna have to find out
Oh,
next
yeah, I
episode.
was
Yeah.
yeah, which I think is the best option in theory because I think the partial immunity, it's like the odds of someone picking you. It's like one of those things where it's like maybe a little bit lower, where it's like, oh, who wants to go against the last season champion? At least in Be the Victim's case. And then like the 200 mil, it's like, yeah, it's already 15 bill if you win, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the sabotage seems like a pretty. It'll probably pick a lot, and maybe that's by design.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit more like drama, like, oh, you sabotage me,
Yeah.
So
Totally.
who knows?
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting because it's kind of like I don't know if you've ever watched similar to Survivor, but The Amazing Race, they have roadblocks where it makes it harder. So maybe they like get some type of handicap.
Okay.
So
Yeah. I
looking
haven't seen
forward
that.
to the
Yeah.
sabotage. Yeah, seeing what that is. So that was really cool. I like that because it seems like a lot more. This seems a little bit more balanced or strategic, where you can't get like screwed over from like alliance or like teammates because it's
Right.
like if you play well, like you'll probably do well.
Totally.
Um,
Yeah.
but there's a good chance. Yeah, obviously the social aspect matters because it's like one person can just be like, "All right, you can get the sabotage."
Totally. Totally. Yeah. 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 One other thought about this episode is, yeah, this the way it's structured is so the person that gets put in the banning by the three people in the tribunal, automatically they get to choose who they fight against, and I think that's so the way it's going to work is it's going to keep the best people in the game longer. So it's just
Yeah,
going to get harder and harder to win this game. Like at the end, there's just going to be the best people you're playing against, and um, yeah, weaklings will get eliminated quickly.
yeah, yeah. No, because it's like, all right, do I want to go against someone who's been playing this game for like 10 years, knows what they're doing, has been playing Gielinor Games the last like 4 seasons, or do I want to do like this new person? And it's like, you want to like first couple of rounds. Oh yeah, we'll let the new people play, and I'm sure some of them are like, they know what they're doing,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
like they're not like tested yet. So it's like,
yeah,
oh, I would rather pick on a potentially easier opponent.
yeah, yeah, totally. And speaking of new people,
Yeah.
so
So
one new person I wanted to mention is this guy
yeah.
named West Ham, and
Oh yeah.
supposedly he's like one of the best PKers in the game. So he's a big threat on player versus player combat. So I'm very excited to see some battles because in the past, like Torvesta has been the best, or there's a few other names that are great. Bodhi's great. There's another new guy named Dino. He's fantastic at PvP. But yeah, a new PvPer, which will be exciting to see. It will twist up the PvP scene. Definitely.
Yeah, it's always it would always be sad if you get queued up against a PvPer challenge when
Yeah.
you when with Dino or West Ham. It seems like so that would be unfortunate.
Yeah.
But
Totally.
it's also nice because then there's like a chance to eliminate them in the non PvP challenges.
Totally.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
that's all I got for this episode. You have anything else or?
no. That's basically it. Looking forward to the rest. After I finished the first episode, I was like, okay, when's the second episode coming out?
I know, we're ready.
Yeah, we're ready. You can just release them all now. No, I appreciate all the editing, and everything that goes into them. It's good quality.
Yeah,
so,
brilliant stuff, Soup. And you watched actually one of our episodes or our reviews last season, and that's a huge it makes us feel incredible. So thank you for all your work. We really appreciate it. It brings us a lot of enjoyment and laughter and fun. So yeah. We appreciate it.
Yeah, and thanks for watching. If you some other people out there,
yeah, we appreciate all our viewers.
Not just Soup,
Yeah,
we appreciate Soup maybe a little bit more, but
yeah. Do you have a hot take on who's gonna win?
I mean, we always want Solo Mission to win. Hot take, I don't know. I just don't know the people as much, but yeah, maybe once we get them in. What about you? Do you have any hot?
I don't think
indicators that you think.
I don't think it's gonna be. Yeah, I mean, it could be anyone. I would love Solo Mission, of course, to win because it would be legendary because he's the most hated person, or wanted not hated, but he's the most person that everyone wants out, basically. But yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah, I don't know. There's too many good players.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, I would like Solo to win. That would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, all depends on the challenge. It's like one of those things where one little one off challenge or you misplay, misclick, and that could cost you the season. So
Yeah.
who knows? But
Yeah.
solo mission is obviously good. Settle like the four we mentioned that made it to the top four. Bodhi settled to President Solo.
Yeah.
Those are
Fantastic.
good picks,
Well
obviously.
rounded.
Yeah, be the victim. Obviously, won last season. The engineer, I feel like is solid, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, don't know any of the new players. But anyways, yeah, so that's about it.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts,
That's
Red?
it. Thank you everyone
Or
for
Total?
watching, and we'll see you on the next review.
See ya.